Hey guys, it's Lego Maestro here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypixel Alert. Guys, of course, as always, we've got some really juicy news to get into today, so let's get straight into it, guys. Our first story is one that you had to be anticipating that I was going to cover today. This one is coming from Mydoeza, or should I say, the original ace. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this week the Mydoeza channel revealed who actually owns the account, and that is none other than the original ace, as said earlier. And I mean, I am so happy, but before I get into that, here's the video that the Mydoeza channel made called The New Mydoeza, and I gotta say, I really do love this video. There'll be a link to it in the description, but at the beginning of the video, it's Mydoeza talking about how he's giving the channel to someone he really trusts and likes and thinks will do good for the channel, and then about 10 seconds later, it switches to, well, roll it.
I am giving the channel away to a very good content creator, someone I trust will, you know, do good things for this channel.
What's up, guys? This is Sk1er, and today I'm going to be officially taking over the Mydoeza YouTube channel.
I mean, I have to imagine half of the entire Hypixel community just like had a mini heart attack when they saw Sk1er. Like, he's a well-known ex-hacker on Hypixel. That would have been absolutely catastrophic, but thankfully it is much better in the hands of the original ace. Now, since the original ace revealed that he is the one who owns the Mydoeza channel, both his main channel and his second channel, which is now the Mydoeza account, have both grown an absolute ton since he made videos on both accounts, showing that he does own the Mydoeza one. And I must say, I do know the original ace. Now, a lot of you actually guessed that I was the one who owns the Mydoeza account, so I mean, that was pretty funny of a guess, but of course I couldn't tell you guys. You understand why. But nonetheless, I am very happy that he has now made that public, that he owns the account, because honestly, I mean, if you don't know who the original ace is, or you haven't watched his content, I mean, he makes some absolutely stellar content. I am very glad that he is the one who is taking over the Mydoeza channel. I guarantee you he will not let you down. He just spends an absolute ton of time into each and every video. He is definitely going to take the Mydoeza account seriously, so be rest assured. And most importantly, the one piece of advice I would give you is, well, I'll give you two. Number one is to give him a shot. I would definitely say, you know, give the original ace a shot, see what he can do. And number two, most importantly, do not unsubscribe from the Mydoeza channel, because obviously, I mean, if you're only watching for Mydoeza and that's it, then, you know, that's up to you. But I would certainly give the original ace a try. And guys, just so you know, I'm not paid to say that. By the way, last thing, I do happen to be wearing his shirt today, the ambassador to the community. Again, not sponsored, but hey, thought it was appropriate for the episode. Well, before we get into the juicy story involving Sk1er and TimeDeo, we have a weekly Hypixel milestone this week. It's been a very long time since we've had one of those, so I am glad to announce this week RKY, or Ricky, I don't know how this guy says his name. Anyway, this week he hit 28,000 subscribers, and within just a few days of that, he's actually gained over 2,000 more. So I mean, heck, by the next news episode, this guy could be on his way to YouTube rank very quick. Of course, dude, congrats. Huge stuff. Well earned, and keep it up. Alright, so now it is time for the story you guys have been waiting for. The reason you probably clicked on this video. This story is coming from TimeDeo and Sk1er. So first off, let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory to this. About a week ago, Sk1er uploaded a video titled, "I am seriously injured and cannot upload. I went to the hospital for 3 lacerations." And he says in the video that his shower door actually broke, and so some shards of glass did hit his arm and hurt it. And well, this week, TimeDeo is challenging that. He tweeted out yesterday, "New video in 2 hours, confirming Sk1er faked his injury for views in 5 hours." Now, I'm not really quite sure why he has 2 different times he says he's uploading, but regardless, the video has yet to come out. I replied to his tweet saying, "Satire or real?" To which he responded, "Real." I'm not sure what the delay is on the video. I even personally messaged him and said, "Yo, was this thing a joke? Are you actually making this video?" And he said it is going to come out, but he didn't tell me when. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed right here on Hypixel Alert. But regardless, TimeDeo is making some huge accusations here, saying that Sk1er faked his own injuries for views. Now, I think it's pretty blatant that Sk1er did not fake his injuries. I mean, you can see some screenshots here. I mean, he shows him getting x-rays. He shows the glass shattered from his door. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that this is not fake, at least to me. TimeDeo doesn't seem to think so. But regardless, there is one thing that I thought was pretty interesting about his video, so I wanted to show you. I made a little bit of a meme about it, and before you see it, guys, I just want to let you know it's completely satire. I already talked to Sk1er about it. He thinks it's funny, you know, he's totally okay with me using it. But yeah, I thought I'd show it to you. Without further ado, roll it.
So I can't hold the mouse, I can't type, I can't hold a pencil to write. So any of the projects that I'm working on are going to be on hold for a while I'm not really going to be able to upload it all.
Now again, I do not think Sk1er faked his injuries. I think it's very obvious that they are real, but if TimeDeo was going to use any piece of evidence saying that it was fake, I guess he would probably use what I have there. But in all honesty, I'm sure Sk1er's just gotten used to his arm, and he's able to type with it. You know, it's probably healed over the last few days, rather than when he made the video, and you know, it seemed like he would not be able to work on anything or do anything, and he healed probably quicker than he expected, and so that's the cause. But all jokes aside, Sk1er, I do hope that you recover well and heal soon. And again, of course, if TimeDeo makes this exposed video on him, which, I mean, if he is really planning on doing this thing, then you want to make sure you are subscribed, because, I mean, I don't know what kind of evidence he's going to have, but I'm sure it's going to be something worth making a video on. Okay, so guys, roughly a week ago from today was April Fool's. And well, some people made some hilarious Hypixel jokes. A YouTuber by the name of 2Pi made a video called Auto Toxicity Mod Released, AutoL, and more. And I mean, this video is actually really well made. Out of all the April Fool's videos made, I think this one has to take the cake. The mod is actually really well set up. Like, if you watch the video, it seems like a legitimate mod. Like, after you kill somebody, it'll say something like easy or bad or wrecked. And obviously the auto L after you win, it'll slash ignore people. I mean, it's a very toxic mod, so I'm honestly glad it's not real. And if you go to the download page for it, it rickrolls you. But I mean, that is definitely quite a bit of dedication just for an April Fool's joke. 2Pi, if you're watching this, man, I really do hope that you do not release this mod, regardless of how much time you put into it, because obviously everyone wants Hypixel with the least amount of toxicity in it, so if you could not release it, that would be great. Okay, so on to our forum post this week. This one is the new Bridge 0.2 update, coming from Jaya Barman, who says, "Hello, we just released the 0.2 for the Bridge with 6 brand new maps, leaderboards, and more." Now, of course, like normal, I am just going to briefly overview it, and the full link to that forum post will be in the description if you'd like a closer look. But the first thing are the 6 new maps, and they are Twilight, Sorcery, Hyperfrost, Mechanicus, Condo, and Mr. Cheesy. Yep, that's literally the name of the map. They also added a leaderboard for wins and goals, as you can see there. Very cool stuff. And lastly, the new lobby menu for the Bridge update contains both stats and inventory editor icons. Personally, I think the inventory editor is very useful, so you're able to get to your hotbar and use everything really quickly, and it's all set up right when you get into a game, so you don't have to keep rearranging it with every single game. That gets quite tedious. Now, there is something definitely worth mentioning at the bottom of the forum post, where it says, "Future of the Bridge, version 0.3. We are currently working on a 10v10 mode using in-game perks." I mean, just imagine a 50v50. This could go absolutely crazy. There's no way of telling how far it's gonna go, but nonetheless, a great forum post. Of course, I will leave a link to it in the description if you want to check it out in more detail. And lastly, we have a tweet coming from Connorlinfoot, who said this: "YouTubers may have a shiny new feature for Bed Wars private games." Now, I couldn't find some screenshots for this, but it basically allows you to edit things in the game, such as 1 hit equals 1 kill, or if there are beds, or if you can get upgrades, stuff like that. It's very customizable, and I think that is a cool addition to Bed Wars, so thank you very much for that. Now guys, that is going to do it for the news today, but before I end off the episode, I absolutely have to give a shout out to TimeDeo and Quig. For those who don't know, both of them sent me Legos this week. Here's a screenshot you can see of all the Legos that TimeDeo sent me, and here's a picture you can see of the Lego sets that Quig sent me in the mail. I've got to say thank you very much to both of you. I've had fun building those, so thank you very, very much for the Legos. And just so you guys know, that was not paid. I really had to give him a shout out. That's very kind. But once again, that is going to do it for the news today. If you enjoyed this episode of Hypixel Alerts, putting a like on the video would be much appreciated, because it shows that you like what I do here. If you want to stay updated on all the news happening in Hypixel, then make sure you're subscribed right here on Hypixel Alerts. We make sure to cover everything right as it comes out. Of course, if you've got any news to submit, my Twitter and Discord are in the description as always. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and Hypixel Nation, now over 34.4 thousand subscribers, and I will see you next time.